Hello and welcome to another video based on character philosophies. This time we'll be talking about the African themed hero, Vixen. My name is Ace and I'll be your bright host for today. So Vixen has, I think at most she has only 3 origins. Now there are a lot of convoluted series and there are a lot of things that mix up together, but it really boils down to simple things. So let me just go off with the first one, her first origin in comics. So Vixen first came off as one of the first African hero or African American female hero to ever have their own comic book series going on, but it was cancelled due to convoluted issues and things like that. So this is how the first origin went like. Vixen is just a little girl in Africa and, well, her dad is a priest. Now her dad gets killed by his stepbrother and then his other priest friends decide to come save her and brings her to America. Now in doing so, they also brought the totem with her. Now the totem is what you call a link towards the animal kingdom, but it wasn't specified on exactly if it was towards the animal kingdom. They just said it was a totem that would basically grant her abilities as long as she recites this African chant I forgot about. And yeah, as long as she recites it, she has the speed and agility, superhuman strength, superhuman speed, all that stuff. That's all she had, and she called herself Vixen based on the fox. And yeah, that was basically it on the original origins. Second origin kind of goes like this. Vixen, whose real name is Amari is one of the regions of Africa, Zimbabwe to be exact. Now her older sister is around the age of 5 or 7, somewhere around that age. And there's this ceremony that's going down. Her older sister is going to be passed down the totem of Anansi. Now this is where it gets convoluted. Now the totem of Anansi doesn't just grant her superhuman strength, superhuman speed, abilities, all that stuff, or agility. What it does is it gives her the power to access the Vache, the life force of all the animals. In other words, the red, if you've been reading a lot of pre-New 52 comic books. Now what happens with this is that during the ceremony of being passed down, it was being passed down from her mother to her older sister. And while it was being passed down, poachers or gunmen decided to come and interrupt it and try to take the totem for themselves. Now, Amari's mother, thinking that Amari's older sister is dead, takes just Amari and tries to run off with her. Now, the leader of these poachers or gunmen decide to confront Amari's mother. In success, he kills her, but she sacrifices herself and was able to beat him up too. And Amari is being taken by her uncle off to America, where she lives the rest of her life, forgetting about her whole family heritage and everything that goes on. Now during this, she later finds out what the totem can do for her and she's very confused about it. Later on, her sister confronts her, and her sister, who is apparently alive this whole time, confronts her and tells her that, hey, this is what the totem does, this is how it works. But they added extra stuff to it. So basically the totem is not just a totem, it's also part of 5 other gemstones. One gives you the ability to control fire, one gives you the ability to control air, one earth, one water, etc. And the 5th one was supposed to be the ability to control the spirit, which is a Vache or the red. I did not like that very much per se. It kinda didn't fit in too well. Now this 3rd origin is going on in DC Rebirth as of the time of this video. What happens is that Amari is now a fully grown woman and she is a very important leader in the fashion industry. She was born in Zimbabwe just like the previous origin. But what happens this time is that it's not called the totem of Anansi, it's just called a regular totem. I forgot what the other pronoun to it was. But basically, she is leading this whole funding where she also knows about her origins in Africa, of course. But what happens in this is that she's leading a whole funding where she protects young girls and young women and helps them recuperate and make them better for those who don't have homes. Now, I don't have any specific problem with this 3rd origin. I just think it was a little too short. I felt like it didn't go into the deep mythologies of how her powers work or into an African mythology. I just thought that would make it much better. I'm one for a deep story if you haven't noticed. So yeah, that's really all you have to know for her powers and her origins. So yeah, that's really all you have to know for her origins and her powers. Just either you want to go with the original one, which is just superhuman speed, superhuman strength, superhuman agility, superhuman all that stuff, or you could go with the better one, which is the ability to conjure up the animal spirit and able to use their certain attributes and things like that, like the great smell of a bear, the flight of a hawk, the speed of a cheetah, the strength of an elephant, stuff like that. I really like that attribute. It kind of is fun and kind of is cool to inherit. And yeah, she's just one of the... And yeah, that's really all there is to say on the Vixen character. Amari is just one of the characters that's shown up every now and then in comics. She's never really had her own successful solo run, and as of right now in the DC Rebirth, as of the time of this video, she's having a JLA contract where she's in a team gathered up together by Batman, and she's leading it whenever Batman is not around. So yeah, that's all I have to say for the Vixen character. I hope you guys enjoy these character philosophies. There is a lot more coming down the line, and yeah, I'm just doing this just to fill up the gap. I'm planning on binging a whole bunch of character philosophies at you guys, just so you guys can enjoy, and maybe you can have something to do in the summer, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe, share it to your family and friends, and I'll see you guys later. Stay classy.
Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun.